guys, it's Mile. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually my favorites video on time. Well, kind of. And I'm going to be talking about my June favorites. I don't have a lot of things to share. Yeah, okay, I do. So let's just go ahead and get into the favorites. So let me start off with foundation. This is the Loreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. The Pro Matte is probably my all-time favorite drugstore foundation, but I also like to have some kind of glow, especially during the day. I don't want to look too like full on matte. Well, sometimes I do, but whatever. I have these two shades that I have been mixing because it was a little bit difficult for me to find my perfect shade. So I've been mixing these two and it has worked amazing on my skin. I do have to use a mattifying primer. So basically, I love these. I think that if you have combination, like normal to combination skin, you're going to love this. And if you're oily, use a mattifying primer. Dry skin, this is not as dewy or as glowy, I guess, as a lot of people would think that it would be. It's not like the L'Oreal Lumi, the True Match Lumi. It's not that dewy. It's somewhere in between. I did my makeup like at 11:30, 12 this morning, afternoon, and it is 10. It's been going strong. I only touched up one time, and I don't find that it really like wears off splotchy. It doesn't make my bronzer or blush or highlight fade weird or fade faster. It's just an overall really, really good foundation. Oh, and this has pretty good coverage, like a medium, maybe medium buildable coverage, but it's really good and it feels really lightweight and it dries really nicely. It doesn't feel sticky, so yeah, I love it. So the blush that I'm wearing today, and it's a blush that I have really been loving lately, is the Milani Baked blush. This is in Berry Amore. It's so pretty. Like, it's perfect. It's the perfect summer blush. It's a nice like mix of berry and rose and nude, and it has a beautiful sheen. I find that it just looks pretty with everything. So their formulas are very, very smooth. They don't last like 8 to 12 hours, but it does last most of the day. If you haven't tried any of the baked blushes, I really recommend Luminoso and Berry Amore. You will love them. And if you have like deeper skin, I think Rose D Oro, that I think looks really good for medium to deeper skin tones. Let me talk to you guys a little bit about the bronzing powder that I've been using, and I've really, really been liking it. So it's this one right here, and this is from MAC. And it is their Pro Shaping Powder in Shadester. It's a neutral to warm bronzing powder. It's the powder I used to bronze up my skin today, but I've been wearing my makeup for a while, so it might look a little bit not so good. Like, this is one of those bronzers that last at least like 6 hours. I feel like blush is the first to go and then bronzer, and this holds up like a really long time. So it's very creamy and it applies really nicely, but it blends out really nicely. Another powder that I've been loving from MAC is Emphasize. It's actually what I'm wearing under my eyes today. I've really been into like these translucent, like basically white powders under the eye, because I really like the way they brighten the under eyes. I have not been getting a lot of sleep. I don't know what is wrong with me, but it's like 3 o'clock in the morning every day and I'm wide awake and I have work in the morning. But you know, I don't know, apparently I don't care. If you want a cheaper alternative, another one that I've really, really been loving is the Revlon Photo Ready Powder, the translucent shade. It's kind of the same exact thing. It's really, really good. Like, it does almost the same thing. I think that Emphasize is just a little bit more brightening. This one's a little whiter. The Benefit Stay Don't Stray primer. This is in light medium. This isn't the most revolutionary primer that I've ever used, but I've really been reaching for it. Like, I don't know if I can say it's my favorite primer because it's not, but when I want something that's going to give me a little bit of coverage, it's going to blend quickly and just kind of get the job done, I reach for this, and it really makes my eyeshadows last all day. They don't crease. I wanted to mention it. I don't know, like, I've been using it a lot the past like 2 months, and I never talk about it because I'm like, well, it's not my all-time favorite, but I keep reaching for it all the time, so I guess it is one of my all-time favorites. But as you guys can see, it's really light coverage, but it kind of conceals and brightens a good amount. So if you don't have too much like color correcting that you need to do on your eyelids or veins and stuff that you want to conceal, you can try this one out. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about this. My all-time favorite liquid liner ever is the Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen. But this junk is like your freaking light bill. It is so expensive. It's like 60 bucks. And I wanted something that I can use like on days where I'm like, I don't really care. I want to savor every moment that I use that Tom Ford eyeliner. So I decided to pick this one up. And I'm going to be really honest with you guys. This is bomb. Like, this is so good. It is so matte. It's the liner that I'm wearing today. It does fade a little bit. I did notice that. But again, I've been wearing my makeup for 10 hours, basically. It does fade a little bit, but it gives you a lot of control. This is what it looks like, but look how black it is. I'm like barely applying pressure. Oop. It is so black. And the brush is really fine, so you can really get in there and create a really precise wing. And it's super matte. Speaking about my eyes, these lashes are everything. Like, I love them. I did not think that I was going to love them this much. This is the Queen Bee lashes. They're like really full at the base, and then they get nice and light and wispy. I need to buy some more of these because I only bought 2, and this one's like ready to be thrown in the trash because I've used it and I've used it so much. These lashes are super long. They have just the right amount of volume, but they are more lengthening and wispy than anything. They start off a little bit shorter in the inner corner and then kind of like fan out. I do have to trim them because they are pretty long for my eye shape, but they are so comfortable to wear, so easy to apply because I'm still fairly a newbie when it comes to lashes. So before I get into my favorite highlighting product, I do want to touch base on the Becca Jaclyn Hill collaboration. I know there's been a lot of controversy. I hope you guys always know that I'm honest with you guys. So I'm going to be really honest right now. Even though the ingredients are not the same as the original formula of most of the Becca products, I still find myself reaching for this a lot. And I love, like, I display this on my vanity. I love the packaging of this, and it's so like appealing to the eye. I enjoy the mirror. I enjoy the products. Like, I really love this palette. And my favorite blushes are Rose Spritz and Amaretto. I really love using these 2 blushes. I'll mix these 2 highlighters and they look beautiful on the skin. And I mean, I really have been loving this, and I'm not gonna not say that I've been loving it just because there's controversy, because in my personal opinion and my personal experience, this has been working amazingly for me. I'll link my review and swatch video and stuff on the Jaclyn Champagne Pop collection down below, so you guys can see, you know, swatches and my thoughts for real. And yeah, I'll link that down below. I will also link down below my most recent video, which is on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills summer collection. But spoiler alert, I love it because literally everything is in my favorites video. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. This is so freaking pretty. I put swatches and stuff on that video of all of these products, so I'll link it down below if you guys want to see swatches. But I love the formula of the glow kits. I love the way they apply, the way that they wear. I'm just wearing Summer, which is this one right here. It's the most gold shade in the palette, and that is what I'm wearing as my highlight. And I didn't even go heavy on it. They apply beautifully. They last beautifully. They're honestly one of the most long-lasting highlighters that I own. The next product that I have been loving from that collection is the Modern Renaissance palette. This palette is beyond amazing. Like, I cannot express how much I love this palette. In that video that I'll link down below, there are swatches and like a tutorial demo. It is what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and it's held up like the whole day. I've been wearing this for over 10 hours and it's held up amazingly. I love it. I absolutely love every single one of these shades. They're so creamy, so buttery, so easy to blend. The only con that I guess I would say could be a con to some people is that they are really soft. Like, they're kind of powdery. They don't apply powdery, but they are a little bit soft. So you can see what I mean. But you see how I dipped into that? And it's a little bit powdery. You do pick up a lot of product. So just keep that in mind. But it is an amazing eyeshadow palette nonetheless. I am utterly in love. Another palette that I've really been loving is the Manny Mua collaboration with Makeup Geek palette. This is a beautiful palette. I think it's currently available right now on the website, but it is limited edition. I will say that I love the Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I actually have all of the shades here that are like repeat shades. I have them. Beaches and Cream, Frappe, Cosmopolitan are all shadows that I already own. And then we have Insomnia, which is a pigment that they actually pressed for this palette. And then the new shades are Luna, which is a beautiful foiled eyeshadow. You have Artemis, which is another beautiful, it's like a satin kind of shade. We have Sora, which is one of my favorite shadows in the palette. And then we have Aphrodite, which is a beautiful, beautiful rich brown. And then we have Mars, which is the most grittiest of all of them. Like everything else is smooth, but this one is kind of gritty to the touch. Now let's get into lips. So I have two really expensive lip products that I am obsessed with. These are like $26, $28. They are really pricey, but I love them. These are the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche liquid lipsticks, no, regular lipsticks. I have the shade Sugarcane and Meringue. This new Amuse Bouche line that they released, I am in love with. They released so many shades. They smell so good. So fruity. And I love the whole concept that Bite Beauty has, that they only use ingredients that are good for the body and that are basically edible. So this one is Sugarcane. It is such a beautiful pink. I love it. And it is probably my top two out of all the ones that I have. And then this one is Meringue, which is more of a peach nude. You guys can see how beautiful they are, how creamy they are, how well they apply. These have more of a, they're not completely cream, I don't think so. I think that they're more of like a satin finish, like a satin cream finish. They wear so beautifully throughout the day. I love these. So moving on, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss. Now this came in that little set that I reviewed, and I did lip swatches as well in that video that has the Modern Renaissance palette and the glow kit. And this is one of the shades that I have been loving the most and using the most. This is in the shade Toffee. As you guys can see how pigmented this is, they smell so good, like vanilla, like a vanilla cupcake. I love the pigmentation of this. I love the color. They do bleed if you don't put a lip liner on, but they're very highly pigmented, so I don't really mix this with any other lipsticks. But if you find that that is too expensive, I would say to try another favorite of mine of the month, which is the NYX Butter Gloss in Madeline. This is so beautiful. Now, the NYX Butter Glosses are not as like richly pigmented. They're like more of like a beautiful lipstick topper, but this one is a little bit deeper, and I find that over a lip liner I can wear this one on its own. Like as you guys can see, it's so pretty. You see the same glossy reflection to both of them, but this one is a lot more sheer, and you have to reapply this one a lot more throughout the day. I love the butter glosses. I have so many. So let's talk about what I'm wearing today, which is pretty damn out there. This is the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick, and this is in the shade Jet Set. I have Sandstorm, and I love the formula of Sandstorm. I love the way it lasts, the way it wears. But this one kind of, like, can you guys see how patchy it's gotten as I've been talking? So I'm gonna reapply it. So it reapplies nicely. You definitely have to take this with you if you're gonna wear it, because they're gonna be completely off when you eat. And I don't think that they wear the longest or wear off the prettiest. And I would say to exfoliate your lips before using this, because I don't know, it kind of makes my lips a little bit chapped, and they do kind of get a little bit flaky and crumbly. So I really don't like to like touch my lips together or like move it around too much when I'm wearing it, because it will kind of like flake off a little bit as it continues to dry throughout the day. They are not super transferable, but they're not transfer proof at all. I find that it kind of wears like a lipstick. Like, you know how the lipstick kind of moves away? If you're wearing a matte lipstick, it kind of crumbles sometimes and stuff. That's kind of how these wear. Kind of like how MAC Ruby Woo wears on me, but it doesn't feel as drying as that at all. I feel like I'm talking about it, it's my favorite, but I'm talking about so many negative things. I feel like if you want to try cool, out of the box kind of colors, these Liquid Suede's line has really cool shades. I've been wanting a really nice cobalt blue for a really long time, but I didn't want to pay like 20 bucks for a shade that I'm not going to use so often. I think these are like $6, which is a really good price. You can always find these on sales and use coupons and save some money, and you can try really cool shades. This is the one that I was wearing all day today before I put on Jet Set. This is in Brooklyn Thorn, and it is a beautiful color. It's like gray with a lot of purple undertones to it. It's so pretty. Love it. And again, I had to reapply this like 2 times throughout the day, but again, I was wearing it for like 10 hours. So I think it did a pretty good job. So that completes my monthly favorites. By the way, I'm sorry if you can see like little blue particles on my teeth. That's another thing. This freaking lipstick and the Brooklyn Thorn one, like both of the Liquid Suede, have been getting all over my teeth all day. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed my favorites. Let me know what you've been loving, or if you've tried any of these products and you love them as much as I do. Please make sure to subscribe before you leave, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!